Let me ask you something. After a mistake, what do you say to yourself? Is it, that can't happen? I can't believe I did that. Now everyone thinks I'm terrible. Does your brain immediately start negotiating your worth? Because if one mistake feels like a threat to who you are, that's not high standards. That's perfectionism. And perfectionism might be the very thing keeping you from performing your best and enjoying your sport. Welcome to the Mental Weight Room, where we train the brain just like you train your body. I'm your host and mental performance coach, Antoinette Daytalk. Today, we're talking about perfectionism, what it really is, why it feels productive even though it's not, and how it quietly tightens your body, spikes your anxiety, and interferes with elite performance. It's okay to hold yourself to high standards, but beating yourself up every time you miss a mark is not only counterproductive, it's unhealthy. If mistakes feel devastating, if one bad rep turns into a spiral, there's a very good chance you've confused perfectionism with striving for excellence. Today, we're separating the two. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why perfectionism is quietly hurting your performance, how it increases anxiety and physical tension, and what mentally tough athletes build in place of perfectionism. Let's get started. Perfectionism sounds noble. It sounds like, I just have high standards. I care. I want to be great. But here's the truth. Perfectionism isn't about high standards. It's about fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of looking stupid. Fear of letting people down, not being enough. Striving for excellence sounds like this. I want to grow. I want to be the best I can be. Perfectionism says, if I mess up, I lose value. That's a massive difference. Striving for excellence fuels performance. Perfectionism strangles it. Now let's talk about what perfection does to your brain and body for a second. When you're trying to be perfect, your nervous system reads that as a threat. Your brain goes into protection mode. Hello, tight muscles, shallow breathing, overthinking, hesitation. That's not flow state. That's survival mode. When you're afraid to make mistakes, you don't play to win. You play not to lose. And those are completely different performances with completely different energy levels and intention. Perfection creates fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of disappointing coaches or parents, and fear makes you tight. Tight athletes don't move well. Tight athletes don't trust themselves or their preparation, and tight athletes don't compete freely. Here's the sneaky part. Perfectionism often leads to avoidance. Athletes start avoiding hard skills, avoiding tough conversations, avoiding extra reps where they might fail, avoiding situations where they aren't the best. Why? Because if you don't fully try, you don't fully risk failing. But mentally tough athletes understand something powerful. Failure and mistakes are data, not identity. If every mistake feels like a verdict on who you are, you'll subconsciously protect yourself from growth. So if perfectionism is the enemy, what's the alternative? Not laziness, not lowering standards, not it doesn't matter. The alternative is what I call getting to neutral. Neutral sounds boring, but it's not. Neutral says, that rep wasn't great. I struck out. I fell off the beam. I missed my serve, period. No character assassination, no dramatic story, no spiral, just information, just facts without judgment. Neutrality allows for correction. Emotionally charged self-criticism shuts down learning. If you want to go faster than your competition, build neutrality. Here's the mindset shift I teach my athletes. Stop trying to be a perfect performer. Start becoming a resilient competitor. Perfect performers panic when things go wrong. Resilient competitors adjust. Perfect performers crumble after mistakes. Resilient competitors reset. Perfect performers need conditions to be ideal. Resilient competitors adapt to chaos. Which one do you think wins? Resilient athletes. Here's your mental workout for the week. After a mistake, number 1, name it neutrally. I pulled it left, I was late on my swing, I dropped my elbow. Number 2, correct it specifically. 1 cue, not 5. Number 3, physically reset. Relax. Take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw. 3 steps, 3 reps. Train this in practice so it shows up in competitions. Some of you are thinking, but perfectionism is why I'm successful. Nope. striving for excellence, work ethic, discipline, drive, passion. That's why you're successful. Perfectionism is just the anxiety riding along in the passenger seat. You can keep your standards, you can keep the intensity, but you need to stop tying your value to your results. And when you do, you'll see failure for what it really is, the path to growth. If this episode hit home for you, drop a comment, hit like, share it with a friend or teammate, and don't forget to subscribe and follow the Mental Weight Room on social media so you never miss a mental workout. And if perfectionism is holding you back and you're ready to make a change, scan the QR code or visit my website at AntoinetteDaytalk.com to learn more about how mental performance training can help you. And if you'd like to connect with me directly, click Book a Free Session. Thanks for tuning in. This is Coach Antoinette signing off, and until next time, keep training your brain like you train your body and keep pushing your limits.